Hello everyone, welcome back to my video with me again, Alisia Putri Septiyani. Well, in this video, I'm gonna talk about my assignment, which is we're gonna talk about the main differences about the online class and offline class. And in this video, I already have interviewed two of my friends, one from India and one from Indonesia. I asked about their opinions about online and offline class. So happy watching all.
I can start it now.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, but before I want to say thank you very much for joining this Zoom meet.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure to talk with you.
Okay. So by the way, how are you today?
I'm good, and how about you?
I'm great, thank you. Okay. Um, I wanna ask you about the main differences between learning online and learning offline. So by the way, have you ever studied online?
Yes, I have studied online uh, last year, and the main difference that I saw in online and offline, that in offline courses, in offline classes, we can clear our doubts more efficiently and effectively. If we have doubts or we want to ask something from teacher, we can directly ask him or her. Okay, but in online class, we it is difficult to clear our doubt. Okay,
Yes.
and and one merit of online class is that it saves our time. We don't have to travel for classes here and there. We can take classes on our home itself. Okay, but
Okay.
the disadvantage is that we cannot clear all our doubts that comes in our mind.
Mm-hmm. So it means that online learning is popular in your country, isn't it?
Yes, it is popular. Many people
Mm-hmm.
many students take classes online, whether it is of law class or whether it is of uh, school classes, tuition classes. Uh, Everything is going online nowadays.
Okay, then. So, by the way, what do you think about the biggest differences between online and offline learning?
The biggest difference is that in online learning, we are in our comfort zone. We don't have to get ready and spend time in on traveling.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we can simply sit on a place in our home and take classes, and
Mm-hmm.
it is fatigueless and effortless. You can say that, but one disadvantage of online class is that we cannot clear our doubts more. Okay, like if we I have any doubt or I have any question to a teacher, uh, in offline class I can directly ask her or ask him. But in online class there are many students,
Yes,
and it is
exactly.
difficult. It is difficult for teachers also to take every doubt of every student.
Okay, then I got a point. So
And,
mm-hmm. When you,
and
okay then, okay. And then?
okay, and then one one demerit of online class
Mm-hmm.
is that if there is no network, then we cannot take online class. So network issue is also a hurdle in online class.
Okay. So when I ask you online learning or offline learning, which one do you prefer?
I will prefer offline learning from
Okay.
in my point of view, because I think that we should focus on learning, not saving our time or energy, but the focus
Mm-hmm.
should be on learning. And I think, in my opinion, we can get more learning in offline classes.
Okay, then. So maybe I got a point here. The biggest difference between offline and online learning maybe is about the location, isn't it? With online learning, maybe you can study anytime and anywhere, maybe in your comfort zone. You can by lying down on your bedroom while doing the online class. But if online learning requires you to travel to a classroom location and arrive on the right time exactly.
right?
Okay,
But
then. Okay, okay.
you have any more questions for me?
Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, then.
Thank you for talking to me. And yes, it's I want to wish you all the very best for your future from India, a friend from India.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for your time and see you.
See you. Okay, bye.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, Farhan.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. And how about you?
Oh, I'm very great today.
Okay. By the way, I want to say thank you very much for joining this Zoom meeting.
Yes,
Yes.
it's an honor for me to have in this meeting, and thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for your wonderful time. Okay. By the way, I want to ask you, have you ever studied online?
Um, I have, especially when the pandemic hit, we couldn't go anywhere. We uh we literally spent our time only
Mm-hmm.
at home, like we couldn't go anywhere, even though like our parents work in the factory or in the company, they also have to work at home. And how about us? We are a student. Like we literally need a knowledge that we can get directly from the teacher in the class, but we couldn't get that. So we had to have the online meeting
Mm-hmm.
for study. So if you're asking that way, if you're asking about that, um, it happened when the pandemic hit.
Oh,
We
yes.
had an online class. That's
Exactly.
it.
It was start because of the COVID-19 it was, isn't it?
Yes. So we
Okay.
had to do some activities.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all of our activities like
By
at home.
online. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. I get it.
because we didn't want to spread the virus to
Mm-hmm.
everyone, so we had to make the social distancing by staying at home every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it means like online learning is popular in your country, right?
I don't think it's popular because it happened when the pandemic hit. So
Mm-hmm.
if we are thinking if the pandemic did not happen or did not hit in
Mm-hmm.
our country, so I don't think there would be the online class or online meeting in our country. So it's because one reason
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
we couldn't go anywhere, so we had that online class. So I don't think
Okay.
it's popular. I don't think it's popular.
So is it possible to study your subject online?
For me, it's possible, but it's not efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say that? Because first, uh, okay, we make a comparison between we are studying in the class and we are studying like from Zoom meeting.
Yes.
Okay, our lecturer literally can't see us what we are doing
Mm-hmm.
from the laptop, from the
Okay.
device. Okay, so uh, our lecturer uh, can't understand about whether the students
Mm-hmm.
understand or not
Or not,
about
yeah.
the lesson. Okay,
Okay.
they don't know what we are doing in our own place, in our own
Mm-hmm.
home. Okay, we usually in the class like we are ready
Yes.
to get the lesson because we
Or
have to prepare, we have to take a bath, we have to dress up, okay, and we
yeah,
go to the campus, and then we're ready to
attend the class.
in the class, okay.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
when the pandemic hit, okay, so we had an online class,
Mm-hmm.
so it's possible, but it's not efficient because the lecturer doesn't know about what we are doing, whether
Okay.
we understand about the lesson or not, and the thing that some cases that happen to me, like um, we don't need to prepare. Like we don't need to. We usually take a bath. We're ready to
Mm-hmm.
study in campus, but we don't need to do that when we had
Yes.
online class. So it's not fresh for us
Mm-hmm.
when we are not doing that before studying
All right.
the lesson. Okay, it's possible, but it's not efficient. And then the second one,
Mm-hmm.
um, when we don't know anything about the lesson,
Mm-hmm.
when we are in the class, we can ask our friend. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes we are shy to ask to our lecturer, so we can ask our friend in the class. But when the online class, okay, we can't do that. When we don't know or we don't understand about the lesson that we are studying, so we
Mm-hmm.
are just like not
Yeah,
doing anything.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not doing anything. So uh, the knowledge doesn't come to us
Yeah. Moreover, if
because
the student getting bored with the lesson and the student
mm,
can turn off the camera, so maybe the student can be lying down on the bed or
mm,
maybe
mm,
sleeping.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in the camera we look like we are sitting, but
Mm-hmm.
in the fact that we can fake it,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
we actually lay down or doing anything from here. So we're not focusing on the lesson that our lecturer is giving us. That's it.
Okay.
So it's not very efficient. But if you are thinking it's
Mm-hmm.
possible, it's very possible to get the lesson from online class. But it's not efficient.
Okay.
It just make us it just makes us stupid. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't understand about the lesson at all when we are having the online class because we literally can't focus on the lesson that we are studying. That's it.
Okay.
Because the atmosphere is different as well.
Yeah, like we don't get the moment
We
with the
don't get the
study.
moment
Yes.
and we just miss the moment.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
the time flies so fast, but we don't understand at all about the lesson. Like
Mm.
what? Like are we studying
Yeah,
last time like blah 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 blah, but I don't think that uh, I can get any knowledge, new lesson
mm.
from the online class.
Just
That's it.
seeing the screen, just listening.
Yeah, it's so boring,
Oh,
so
okay.
boring.
And then, what do you think the main differences between learning online and learning face to face?
Okay, just like what I have already said before, that the atmosphere is different. When we don't know about the lesson, we can literally ask our friend in the
Mm-hmm.
class. But when we have online class, we don't have any friend to ask. So when we don't know anything about it, like we're just not doing anything about this. Okay, so I think
Okay.
the main difference is atmosphere, and then uh, our feeling about getting the knowledge, the lesson is totally different. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can get to understand about the lesson when we are in the class, but it's really hard to get to understand the lesson when we have online class like this. Sometimes we have bad connection, whether I have bad connection or our lecturer has bad connection. So it's gonna be
Difficult. Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for us to like what? Like
Yes.
we are literally trying to understand about the lesson. Like we are really listening to our lecturer, but the bad connection happens, and
Mm-hmm.
then it ruins our mood.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yes,
Happens.
you know, like we're trying to understand about it. Okay, uh, bad connection happen, and then it literally ruins our mood from this to this.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it always happens to me. Like, oh man, if my mood is already getting down like this, I don't even want to listen any of what my lecturer
Yes.
say
And
like
for
that.
the teacher also, maybe when the class is bored, when we're doing like in offline class, the teacher can make the games, yeah, such as like games for the students. But I think when we do by online class, it's difficult to apply the games for the student, isn't it?
Yes, of course. And like this, um, when our lecturer is asking us, like, do you understand about the lesson that I'm giving you? Did you get it? Did you understand? And then we keep muting
Yeah.
our
Mm-hmm.
voice, okay, until they are getting angry, like
Mm-hmm.
no one answer. Okay, you know what I mean? Uh, it's not efficient.
Yes, yes, yes.
So because they don't know about they're trying to know about
Mm-hmm.
uh, whether we understand or not about the lesson that we are studying. But when our lecturer is asking about, do you get it? Do you understand about this? And
But
then
no one
we
answer.
just keep, and no one
Yes,
answers. We
silent.
keep muting.
They
We keep
mute,
muting.
they
Keep
turn off
silent.
the camera. As I said,
Yeah.
maybe some of them are sleeping.
Mm,
Mm,
we don't know what they are doing there.
yes, exactly. Okay, that's it. Okay, by the way, thank you for your opinion about online and offline class.
I think you should give me more question
Only that's it.
because
Thank you very
it's
much.
it's too
It's
short.
short, but only that's it. Oh yeah. So when I ask you, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer about the online class or online class? What
Oh,
will you
okay.
choose?
Okay, there is one condition like this. Uh, when I am taking a middle test
Mm.
or final test, I prefer choosing online class
Online, because you can
because
search the answer from the googling, or maybe
we
your brain you can ask.
we don't need to memorize. We don't need to
Yes, exactly.
study about it.
Mhm.
Okay, like oh my goodness, it's difficult to memorize. I don't want to study blah 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 before the test.
Uh-huh.
So when online class, we're so happy.
Mm.
Okay, that we don't need to do that because
Yes.
when we are taking the test, we can literally search up
Mm.
from Google. Okay,
Okay.
but uh, I prefer choosing offline class
For
uh,
studying.
if I'm talking about studying and
Mm-hmm.
then the atmosphere and then getting the knowledge. That's
Okay.
it. So I prefer choosing the offline class. But for cheating,
Mm.
I'm
Cheating.
choosing
Yeah,
yeah.
also me. If we are doing the assignment or examination by online, it's easier for us.
And also like this, when we have a group task, okay,
Uh-huh.
we have to always keep turning on our laptop,
Mm.
okay, to make the Zoom meeting with them. And I don't feel like, yeah, we can literally make a conversation,
Mm.
okay, when we are doing like that. But the atmosphere is totally different. even though like we are doing we have a group task and we are making the Zoom meeting like this. We're talking and then we're discussing about our project, our homework, our assignments like this. Uh, I can feel it, but uh, it's not better than we are meeting with our friends
Yes,
in person.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe some
I
of
don't
your friend not really care about the assignment.
And we don't know like what they are doing there. Okay, like we are trying to focus on our discussion, on our assignment, but we are in different location, so we don't know anything what they are doing there, what's happening there, what's going on there. Okay, so um, sometimes like just let it go.
Yes, yes, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know it.
Yeah,
Okay, I get
just
the point.
focus on the ones that want to discuss and talk about our assignment.
Okay.
That's it.
So it depends on the condition, yeah, between the online
Yes.
and offline class. All right. Okay.
Mm,
Okay, that's
yeah.
it. Thank you very much, Farhan, for your wonderful time and for sharing your opinion about this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me talking about online or offline class or meeting like that. It's literally something new for me to talk about this. Like I have never done this before, and it's an honor for me to talk about this with you because uh, it's gonna be a good moment for me
All right.
that I create in life
Okay.
because I've never done this before and it's something new.
Okay.
It's good. Thank you so
Okay
much for
then.
having me
Thank
again.
you. Thank you very much
Yes,
for your time and see you.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
See you. See you later.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. So that's all of the opinions about the online and offline classes from my friends. So, do you get the point with their opinion? I will make the conclusion here from my Indian friend. He said the differences between the online and offline class is about the location exactly. You know, because when we're talking about the location in online class, we actually can study in everywhere, in every time, like with in our comfort zone, or maybe like we can study by lying down on our bed, on our bedroom, or maybe we can having some food while studying because it's online, like we not traveling in the classroom. But for offline, we need to be prepared, like we need to travel in the classroom, we need to sit down in the class and studying with the teacher. And again, do you get the point with his opinions? When I asked him, my Indian friend, about which will you prefer, about the online class or offline class, and he additionally choose the online class. Why? Because that I have mentioned before, if we doing online class, we can study in every time, everywhere, also in our comfort zone, maybe like by lying down or having some food. It can be also by online class, so he choose the online class. But one opinion again from my Indonesian friend, from Farhan, he said the main differences between online and offline class is about the focus. He said that's right actually. I do agree with his opinion. Like when we do the offline class, we got the environment, like we can be more focused to studying than the online class. You know that we do the online class, maybe we can just only turn off the camera, turn off the sound, yeah, turn off the voice, so like we cannot more focus because we cannot get the environment of the classroom itself. So yeah, when I asked him which one will you prefer between the online and offline class, he said to me when the studying he will choose the offline class because we can get the environment and we can get more focus to studying by offline class. And again, one of his opinion about the online class, he will choose the online if he has the examination. I think it's almost all of us who will choose the online if we doing the examination because it make the easier for us, isn't it? Like we don't need to memorize all of the lesson, and also maybe we can search the answer by googling maybe sometimes. But guys, when I ask you which one would you prefer between the online class and offline class, and please let me know your answer and comment on my YouTube below. Thank you everyone for watching my video, and see you in the next video. Bye.